I wanna play every single game. These bright lights are making my heart race. Mind's been gone, lost out in deep space. Imagine that you're there, you find your way. Imagine that you're there, top of your trade. Can't hear the doubt today. I can hear all of your hate. Ha! Paint that picture, dance if you want to. Sing in the shower, you have the power. I move fluid, I stay grooving. Feels even better when you have to prove it. With my women, I get choosy. Getting to the point, I pick and choose it. Each new drop, I improve it. That reminds me, y'all should go cue it. Thinking that life is an arcade. I wanna play every single game. These bright lights are making my heart race. Mind's been gone, lost out in deep space. Imagine that your fears were never there. Step into the room, forget you're scared. Can't hear the doubt.
Yo, welcome back. Episode 14, Authentic Vibes Only podcast. Jordan is fucking back, and I miss this motherfucker. Give me a fucking high five. I don't know. Give me a virtual hug. I don't know. What's up, my guy? Good to have you back. You missed a good episode, but I know we're gonna have a good episode this week. Just the two of us. I feel like it's been a minute, just the two of us.
It has been a minute. It's been like what? 3 weeks? Month?
Maybe longer. Yeah, we had Alina. We took a week off. We had Alina. We had another guest that Storm lost our fucking files, so that one is going to be redone. Then we took another week off because of that, and then you weren't on here with it, so it's been like 4 or 5 weeks we've been without just me and you. So it was time for, I don't know. We talked about doing guests fucking for a while, like continuously, but I think it's also nice to kind of maybe we'll do like 2 or 3, then we'll throw in another one with us, and then maybe that'll be the flow of things for a little while because we still got plenty of guests that are going to come on. So, but before we get started on this fucking week's episode 2 of this week's topic, I want to just give a shout out to Quincy for the new intro, outro, arcade. Go run up the streams on Spotify. Go run up any of the songs because Quincy's a good artist. He's got a lot of good stuff going for him. He's in school right now, finishing that up. And then he's going to be on his way, even bigger and better things coming once school ends for Quincy. So go run up the streams on the new song Arcade by Quincy. Yeah, thanks again for that and letting us use that. Another just good networking homie I got to meet with. So I'm thankful and grateful for that. And yeah, just thankful for the new intro. It's a little bit more upbeat. So I kind of like that too, that it's just a little bit more upbeat for us and giving a maybe a more positive vibe for people. I don't know. The other one wasn't negative. It had a good message, but it's just more upbeat. So I think it just gives us a new, like, refreshed, like, beginning. I don't know. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna we got a topic for this week, and the topic is, what is the purpose of human life? Like, and me and Jordan said that this can go off of, like, is every human, like, this would go based off, like, my opinion. I know Jordan has opinion on it, of, like, viewing some sort of higher power, whether it's God or not. Is every human placed on earth for a purpose or a reason, or are we just kind of fucking here? Like, I don't know. I think maybe a little mix of both, or we'll get into that. So we're going to start with Jordan, and what do you believe the purpose of human life is?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot to unpack here, right? There's so many ways you can take this question. Um, but I guess where I want to start off is saying that everyone, no matter where you're at in life, everyone has a purpose. It's more about trying to figure out what that purpose is as you go through life, as you go through those life experiences. And then once you're able to find it, you run with it, even if it might not be something that is going to make you, a huge monetary value, so to speak. But by knowing what your purpose is and going after it, even if it's something outside of your full-time job, you will be, much happier in life, type of thing. So we can kind of just start there, and then we can just break it apart with all the different subcomponents because I don't want to ramble on with all these different things and then
Yeah,
you have to try to reply and be like, oh shit, like I remember you said something like this, but now I don't remember what the heck you were saying because there's so many different ways you went with this. So we can start there and then just bounce ideas off of it.
I'm game. So what I gotta say on that, I think that yeah, when it comes to like having a purpose and everyone having a purpose like that, and even if it's not like a like you said, like making a lot of money and a lot of monetary value, like to me, purpose in life is like your passion or your hobby, just like what you find in your life that you just fucking love to do no matter what. Like it doesn't
Mhm.
seem like a job, even if it is your job. And yeah, you just always enjoy doing it. You look forward to it. And yeah, you make it purposeful. Like you use that passion and hobby and use it as a purpose and use it to spread awareness on whatever or bring awareness to it, or even if it's just like some sort of art, just like maybe bring it, if it is art, like drawing, bringing, even if you don't send a message with all your artwork, just bring awareness of like how important art is or anything like that. That's how I feel on like just the beginning of that segment of how like purpose is passion, I think is really how that is. Yeah, everyone has a purpose, but that purpose to me means like what is your passion, what you love to do. So
Now, we'll go a little deeper with this is like through that, whatever your purpose is, the passion, the thing that you love so much, thing that, when you do it, it doesn't seem like work, right? At least to me, to myself, is you always want to be able to bring value to other people and impact people's lives for the better through your purpose. No matter if you think it's like a humongous purpose that you're doing this for millions upon millions of people, or if your purpose is simply interacting with, daily interaction that might be small to the average person, but to you, you take so much pride into it because you do know that it is your purpose and you feel so strong about it. And you know that this small interaction, even though on the macro level, most people are like, oh, it might be a small little thing, but to you and the people you are impacting by doing so, it's a humongous thing.
yeah, um, I think that's what the craziest thing about like how we say is everyone put here for a purpose, and like whatever it is, higher power, God, universe, whatever you want to say it is, whatever you believe in. Maybe you don't believe. Maybe you don't believe that everyone's here for a purpose, but I definitely do. I know Jordan does. And it's just like, yeah, I think that we're like kind of all interconnected somehow, obviously. Um and everyone serves their purpose, and sometimes like, oh fuck, this is gonna take a weird tangent. Let me start here because this is gonna take a weird tangent. So you serve your purpose, right? And when everyone's serving their purpose, that's how the world is becoming a better place, right? I think that when it comes, yeah, like when it comes to serving your purpose and finding your passion, like you're put here for that reason because that's what the world needed at that point in time. And every person finds that, or if they don't find it, like I said, I'll go into where I think that goes. But yeah, if you find your passion and you're working towards it, I just think that it just yeah, you were obviously put here to make the world a better place in whatever purpose that was. Whether it's motivational speaking to be the best athlete in the world, I don't know, be the best businessman, make $1 million and use that money to help whatever the case may be. Yeah, it could be big, it could be small. Maybe like Jordan said, it could just be like a daily interaction, just like a different person every day, but just like you talking to different people, one different person every day, and giving that knowledge, that can literally be your purpose. Like you can literally change people's lives. That's still changing people's lives and healing people and helping them out.
Now, what was your
Oh,
second part to
okay.
this?
So it's gonna like people may think I'm nuts on this, but like I'm really into like, yeah, just like the universe and like I guess like reincarnation and kind of like what happens after life. And I feel like when you find your purpose, like I feel like there's like different, like, I don't know, like parallel universes, different realms, something. I don't know. So like when we die, if you found your purpose on Earth, then you kind of like level up and you go to the next level of whatever it is, different planet, different universe, but like you know, you don't really remember it still. But if you don't find your purpose in life, then that's when you like reincarnate back onto like Earth or whatever level you're at until you find your purpose of that level. It's like a game kind of, you know? So like once you're on Earth right now, if you didn't find your purpose for this level, then you die and you come back to try and find that purpose again because the soul lives on, you know, type shit. Like your soul's never gonna die. It's like it's energy. So that same soul lives on, but like it's a different like way of thinking, different body, different all that. And that's how it is on Earth. But like I said, if you find your purpose once you die, it's the same soul still, but you move to a next level because you fulfilled your purpose and learned your lessons you were supposed to learn at this point in time. So then if you didn't learn those lessons and fulfill that purpose, then like I said, you come back to Earth. But if you do, then you move on.
Interesting. Interesting. So it's interesting you say that because I have it's not the exact same take, but it's somewhat similar. I actually heard this from Ed Milet probably like six
Sorry, I'm
years
choking.
ago. You're good. But yeah, no, I heard this from Ed Milet about 6 years ago or so, and it's stuck with me ever since. And the whole thing is when you're on your deathbed, right, and you're gonna die. Once you die and you go whatever you want to believe in, right? You go to that next spot. You're gonna be able to see this version of yourself that you could have been if you were able to maximize your whole entire life. And basically do the things that you were supposed to do the things that your purpose, right? Do your purpose and be the best you that you can be, and you'll be able to look at that person. And then when you're there, someone's gonna say, "Oh, this is the person
You could have been.
I wanted you to be, that you were destined to be." And for me, like when I get to that point, I want to be looking at an identical twin, not looking at someone I'm like, "Holy shit, I could have done XYZ and been this person, but I was too scared or I didn't, or I gave up and I didn't," type of thing. Um, it's just an interesting concept because to me it fascinates me. It's like, well, it goes back to the thing of everyone has that purpose and everyone, um, I guess, has a book, right? Everyone has this book of how their life is supposed to go. Um,
It's pre-written for you. That's why we say last
yeah,
episode, everything happens for a reason too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing with that though is you still have free control, like you still have free will of this is
How
the
that
path that's
happens.
laid out for you, and this is the thing that they want for you to happen, but you make your own decisions still. And depending on the decisions you make, you can either stay on that path to be who you're destined to be, or you can stray outside of it and not be anywhere close.
Yep. And that's like the universe will give you signs. Like I said, I don't know, like you don't believe in that shit. I'm telling you that shit's real, but like that's what
Mhm.
like synchronicities and deja vu and all these crazy things fucking are. The universe will give you signs when you're on that path, and it's going to show you that you're on the right path, and keep doing this, keep doing this, keep going this way. All the synchronicities or whatever it's showing you. Even if you ask, literally, like if you ask for a specific sign, you can receive that shit, bro. Like I do that, and
Yep.
it's
You
gonna
just
sound
gotta be
crazy,
attentive to
but
it, right?
yeah, it's crazy, but I literally do that, and I get the sign I asked for,
Yeah.
and it may not always be in the expected time because to them time's not real type shit. But yeah, that's just how it works. But I've heard that same thing you were talking about. Like yeah, when you die, it's like your soul looking at or whatever you are looking at with like God, whatever the higher power. Yeah,
Mhm.
looking at what you could have been, and like you said, I believe that could be a thing too, because like I said, I think that can be part of the same thing I'm saying, because like I think that if you die and you don't fulfill your purpose, then yeah, you're looking at someone that's complete opposite of you, but like, damn, this is what you really could have fucking been. And
Mhm.
then that's how you get sent back. They're like, well, now you weren't that. You get to see this, and then I'm gonna send you back down. In a different frame, all that shit, same soul. But like it's like washed from you, but it's still deep down inside you in that like subconscious and all that shit. Like you've seen that and that, so that like it's possible, and somehow it starts clicking, that's why, like, also, like, it feels like you're on the right path even without getting signs from the universe, or like you get these deja vu moments and stuff, because you're probably going through the same things because you watched that, like, you saw a whole storybook of how your life could have played out, then you got just sent back down. So like, it's still there in whatever energy that is. But then, yeah, if you go up there and they show you an identical twin, like, damn, like, this is what you could have been, and you really fulfilled that. Yeah, then he sends you up to wherever you go next. Not Earth, in my opinion. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it's heaven. I don't know if it's another planet, another universe. I don't know what the fuck it is. But to me, it's the next level. So that's how I feel on that story. But I've definitely heard the same thing, and I feel like that, yeah, that can definitely play like the same, like a factor into it. It's like having a judge, like God or the higher power is just your judge. They watch over you and evaluate you at the end, and then tell you like you made it or you didn't. But like, I'm not sending you back to hell, or like I'm not sending you somewhere bad.
Yep.
Technically, I guess you could think Earth's bad, but they're just like, I'm gonna give you another chance to become what you could have became, rather than just like fucking give up on you type thing.
Yep.
Because if there's a God or there's a higher power in this, all like, when it comes to like religion and that, if there's a God, why did bad things happen and shit? But like, yeah, like God forgives sins and all that stuff. So like, that's why you would get up there and you'd get sent back down, because he's not giving up on you. He's giving you another chance. And then like, if you fulfill it, like I said, you still got that chance. You just get to continue moving to whatever the next spot is.
Damn right.
That was
Oh.
crazy. We haven't been talking that long, but I feel like that was very deep and got pretty good already. Um, you got anything to add to that?
No, that's the mic drop right there. That's the
What?
clip.
It's like a 20-minute episode. We're definitely gonna keep going.
No, we're gonna keep going, of course. I'm just saying that's like the cutoff for the clip of the episode today.
Nah, I agree. Um, fuck, I don't know. Something else I want to say about purpose.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Oh,
Well, mm, people might agree with this. People might not agree with this, but the thing is, like, if you're struggling to find your purpose, and you might be aggravated at the point because you don't know what it is, you don't know where to even start. You just have to try a whole bunch of things, and like things that might sound interesting to you. And as you keep trying just new different things, you might discover like, oh crap, like I actually really like this. I'm really passionate about XYZ, but I've never done it before. And I would have never done it before if I didn't force myself to do it.
yeah, I think there's kind of a misconception there too. Like, excuse me, I might have to. There we go. I feel like the misconception there is like, even when it comes to purpose slash passion, like, there, to me, purpose is passion, same thing. Um, you may not. I think it comes to intuition. Like I said, you know, you just feel it. It's you, and whether or not you are good at it at the beginning, or maybe you fucking suck at it at the beginning, like, inside you, you feel that that's meant for you type thing. And just because you suck at the beginning, that's the higher power, whatever purpose was planned for you and your book was written, the steps were to make you work harder and just learn that. And that's just part of your journey, is that like teaching yourself or practicing it and this and that is making you trust your intuition, but also like believe in yourself to like, I can do this and this is what I want to do type thing. So don't get like a misconception when it comes to like that like, you'll know still, like, whether you suck at it or not. Like, I
Yeah.
guarantee you, like, you just feel it like inside you, like it's just burning inside you, like, I don't care that I'm not good at this, I still love to do it type thing. Like, and then you keep doing it and you get good at it, or and then like things just click at some point. They will click. I feel that way, that maybe even for your first 5 years of whatever you're doing, maybe you suck or maybe you're not that great, but then like all of a sudden, because you stuck with it and that is supposed to be your purpose in life, that yeah, you're going to end up being good at it and things click for you, and you're going to feel even better about doing it then. And it's kind of like a just a testament from them to be like, don't give up on it, like this is yours and you know you feel it, so like don't let that go type thing, just keep stepping over those obstacles, keep working, keep pushing forward type thing.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, I hear you. I guess the biggest thing, like in my eyes, is you're not always gonna know necessarily what your purpose is gonna be at the get go, unless you start just trying new things. Like for instance, if you're right now frustrated because you don't know where to even start, you just have to, jot down different things that might interest you and just start doing it. And then as you do that, then you can go into the thing of like, oh, like I might suck at it, but I know inside this is what I want to do.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I'm not saying like you're just gonna fucking know, like you're gonna pick something up and well, that's what I'm getting at. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna try stuff, and then the one thing you pick up, you're gonna know. Like when it's for you, you're gonna know. Like you're
Mhm.
just gonna know. Like really deep inside you, it's literally just gonna be burning energy in you, like fucking fire inside you type thing. And like what's really gonna make you know is if you do suck, or maybe you don't suck, maybe you were really good at it, but you give it up. That's gonna burn even hotter. Like the fire is gonna be more inside you because like even if it's like 5 years later, it's gonna be like, damn. Like it's still gonna be on your mind. Like you'll never forget it. You'll be like, what if I did this? Or like I should have did that. Or like that really feels like what I should be doing. Like you'll literally never forgive it. And I feel like that kind of ends up turning into like when you get older and then you start living with like that regret
Yeah.
of like, oh, I should have did this, or I should have did this, or like, and I don't really think there's a difference between like getting older and being like, oh, I should have stuck with sports, could have been a pro athlete. I don't think that I think that's more of like sounds fucked up, like an ego thing. Like not everyone's destined to be like a pro athlete, you know? That's not your purpose. That wasn't your purpose. Um, so that's not I don't want to say that'd be fucked up either. Like if you I don't know, if you feel it at that time, maybe, yeah, keep going with it. But yeah, I don't know. Like once it gets later on in life, I know that like that's just going to still keep coming up and you're going to be real regretful that you didn't do the thing you wanted to do. So you didn't fulfill your purpose. You didn't live out your purpose. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think also like when it comes to this shit, there's a lot of like conspiracies and talks that I still kind of believe in that is like yeah, there's a God and a higher power that like put you here and all that and you but like basically like you create yourself. Um like he doesn't just give you that journey or whatever it is doesn't just give you that journey. You like kind of co-create it and write that book together. Like um this is who I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to look like. You literally create yourself. So like you chose who you are before you got here type shit. So like ma- that also I know this is getting on a weird tangent, but like has to do with like when it comes to it too, like that has to do with like being your true authentic self and loving yourself and who you are because you ultimately chose who the fuck you are. You chose exactly what you're going to look like. So be happy with your build, be happy with your body, be happy with, even though it's hard and you're insecure, whatever. I'm not going to say I'm not the same way, right? About certain stuff, but you chose who you are. Like, I don't know. I fully believe that. You don't have to agree with me, but that I fully believe that yeah, there's God and he helped place you here and stuff like that, but like you and him were kind of like coinciding, whatever, a higher soul energy power. Yeah, I always say God because I don't know what else to call it, but I don't really know if it's God, you know, but whatever that is, yeah, you guys like wrote that book together and everything. You picked your everything about you, fucking your height, your weight, your build, all that shit. And so just like be you, love you, and all that type of shit. Because yeah, you help choose exactly who you are, and you actually like that like that intuition in you when it comes to purpose. You chose that purpose at the beginning before he put you down here. You chose and you put that in your book, in your chapter, in your life story of this is what I want to be, this is what I want to do too. It doesn't just have to do with looks. So that's why, like I say, you can like feel that burning inside you because like your mind and soul and that energy, it's just that energy like burning inside you because it knows like you're just like attracting it because you know that that's what's meant for you.
Mm. I will say I really like where you went with there. That's the first time I've ever heard that ideology, but it is very interesting. Um, I can't say that I thought the same way because, like I said, it's the first time I ever heard it. But goddamn, that was really good.
No, I mean, I think that I felt like that for only the last couple of years, probably like 2 years. Like just like I said, after I got more into like just life and bettering myself and shit. But like, yeah, I think it sounds crazy, but I think like a lot of people, hopefully when they hear this, like I think it's gonna change a lot of people's perspectives because like you don't have to believe in the higher power shit, but like really like how does it make sense? How does life make sense? Like it doesn't. We're never gonna have those answers until we die. I guess we figure out what happens next. But we technically don't know how we know we're from like our mom and sperm, so we know that that's how we're created. But like still, we still don't know how like first human was created type shit. And then you get into like science and what's the fucking word for that? Starts with the E, right?
E,
Um
evolution.
Evolution, like science and evolution, that's how it started. But like even technically evolution can't fully explain like where all this shit, where the energy goes, because science has proved that we're made of energy. And it says that if you listen to even science, that energy doesn't die. So obviously, like when you die, and where does that come from? Like before you were alive, where does that energy come from? And then when you die, where does that energy go type shit. So um that's why a lot of the reasons I started to believe in that shit, and then just kind of got deeper into it and got to that stuff right there. So like I really hope that people when they hear this start to like maybe change their perspectives and do believe that shit. I mean, I'm just spitting what I'm spitting. You can believe, a lot of people believe different conspiracies about life and shit, but like I feel like it makes sense. I don't know. It really is fitting. And yeah, I just have always, ever since I started getting better, just like you literally chose who you are. So you should just be happy with who you are and all that shit because you chose that at the beginning. You've worked with whatever higher power there is to become who you are. That's why everyone has a purpose. You chose your own purpose. He helped you choose that purpose.
See, it's not different. It's very similar. The only difference being that I never looked at it as writing the book together. Mine was my viewpoint on it was more of there is that higher energy out there, and once you start to tap into it, and really starting to tap into it, and kind of talking things into fruition by talking in the present tense for what you want in the future. So you can say like, oh, I have this job title, or I'm in this healthy relationship, or whatever you want to put in there. I make this amount of money per year. I have this type of house. So this is kind of I have this in my life type of thing. And as you do it, and as you speak that, you're tapping into that higher energy that's out there because you're putting out that positive energy out there as well. And 9 times out of 10, if you continue to do so, that's going to come your way. And it might not be right when you want it. It'll just come randomly if you continue to do so. And so my viewpoint, my ideology is, well, if that's the case, why would, at least for me, why would I not continue to do so? Why would I not continue to, tap into that higher energy and be like, well, listen, these are the things I want in my life. This is the way I want it to shape out. This is my purpose. These are the things I want to achieve with my purpose. These are the people's lives that I want to impact for the better. I want to, for me, at the end of the day, once I'm gone, I want to impact a lot of people's lives for the better, and them to say, this man made me a better person. Doesn't have to be in a humongous ass thing. They're like interacting with this person, they made me a better person. I'm very glad that they did, and I'm really sad that they're gone. That's kind of my thing on it. But the only way for me, the only way that I can get to that point is tapping into that higher energy that's out there and constantly just trying to be the best me that I can be, which to me is the only way to do so is with that higher energy, because then it's all connected, right? Everyone is connected, and once you start doing so, once you start tapping into it, your mind and your eyes will be open to actually what's all around you and just how far and wide that can actually go.
Yeah. I don't know, like you said, it's similar, but it's different, like you say, not writing the book together. I don't know. Yeah, it's very similar. I kind of had something to say on it, but like really when it comes to like the manifestation type shit, like reaching higher energy, all that, I feel like how that ties in with like how it would you wrote the book together type shit is
You're just tapping into that power, you know?
yeah, that, but like yeah, it's like all this shit has to do with higher energy, a higher vibration, higher frequency, and that's how you tap into that shit.
Yep.
So like it's all positive. So like everyone can do that kind of stuff because and it's possible for everyone to do that shit because like we're meant to, but like I don't know what I'm getting at here. But like it has to all be positive, you know? Like, I don't know what I'm getting at, how it ties. I don't know how I don't know. But I wanted to also speak on like that whole we're interconnected thing. I don't know, bro. There's a crazy video about this basically. And it's kind of like a same video of like I think it like talks about I am a god or whatever, or I am this, and you're not there yet. You have many lessons to learn, many journeys to live. But then it also in that like speaks. I'm gonna try and find it and share it on our Instagram. So guys, check that out on our Instagram or our TikTok. It's authentic vibes only. Check that shit out. I'm definitely gonna find this and share it. But it's just like a video on how we are all one. Like I'm you, you're me. Like we're literally all the same. Like even though we don't see it or feel it, like we are just
Mhm.
one fucking entity, basically. Um, and the video just kind of just adds it up and makes it all add up and make sense. I can't explain it because I don't really remember it to like a full point, but I'll post that video somewhere so like it so you guys can see that shit. Yeah, that video also played a factor in how I feel the way I feel. Not gonna lie. But yeah. Um, I don't know. This shit's crazy. We'll never really know, to be honest. Like I
Mhm.
said, even if that is the case and all that shit is true, like, and it is believable for me, you get washed to that shit, you know? Like, even if you come back down or you don't come back down or whatever, when you first get sent down and you write your book together type thing, like he takes it away from you because you still had to go through that shit to learn all that to become who you are. You don't just get the shit handed to you. You had to go through and learn how to power that energy and power the higher frequencies and just do all that to become purposeful. And then yeah, you die and then whatever happens after that, you get a evaluation of your life or whatever, and then it all comes back. Like you remember all your past lives at one time. It shows you who you could have been, and then it shows you who you have been, all that type of shit. Yeah, it sucks that we won't have answers to that. And even if we do, you know, like I said, you get washed of it at some point. So like even
Yeah.
if all that is true and we've been to Earth however many times, then we technically don't know, and we won't ever we still won't know and won't remember that. You can try to manifest or visualize and try to really dig into that, like third eye type shit. If you believe in that, I believe in that. But even at that, I don't know. You know, like is it just the mind telling you that that shit is there? Is your mind just creating that, or is that like can you actually manifest and type of get into like a different type of like universe type thing. I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if you got anything else to say. If not, pretty good episode. We can go into the quote of the day if you ain't got nothing else to say, to be honest.
No, I think that's a great segue right there for us.
I
All right, you ready for this quote, my friend?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Your positive action combined with positive thinking results in success by Shiv Kura.
Not much to say on it. I mean, there is, but there's not. It ties into all this purpose thing. Like, and when it comes to purpose and like I said, and all this other shit, like it all has to do with just like vibrating at a higher frequency, being positive, manifesting positive things, spreading positivity to the world, not just being positive behind closed doors. So yeah, like you have to be positive person, and have a positive mindset. What was it? Say that one more time.
Here, 1 second. It was your positive action combined with positive thinking
Okay.
results in success.
So yeah, to reach that purpose too and stay with the positive aspects, you have to take action and all that shit. You can't just speak it, you can't just think it, none of that shit. Actions speak louder than words. So you can have that mindset and still not find your purpose or still not be that positive because you're just thinking about it and you're not really doing or acting upon it. And for that, all that shit to add up in the universe to even help out and stuff too, you have to think and make actions towards it type thing. It's not like it's all like step by step. It's not all, oh, I just think this way, so it's gonna come to me type shit. It's always been actions speak louder than words. Everyone knows that type thing. So as long as you put into actions how you feel and think, then and then as long as it's positive things are gonna come to you, your purpose is gonna come to you, all that shit.
Damn right. As they say, the journey of 1,000 steps begins with 1 step.
Oh, another quote. Another good quote. What the fuck? I was not expecting it was like a quote tweet on Twitter, bro. Like you quoted a quote type thing. That was pretty fire. A journey of 1,000 steps starts with 1 step. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. 2 fire quotes for you guys. We used to do 2. We both used to do one, but now Jordan's got 2.
All right, bro. I'll hold it down over here, don't you know?
Yeah, he definitely does. Anything else to say about the quotes of the day?
No, that's it. I mean, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah, I'll just say this, like Jordan said, my purpose and what I've come to feel is and when it comes to being authentic and why I started the brand, why we started the brand, because obviously we think the same. And I don't even think, obviously, when I started it, Jordan didn't know the name or nothing like that. He just asked me to do a podcast and then I turned into a whole brand. But then it turned into the reason I did it and came up with authentic vibes only is because it's about being your true self. But like, I've just want everyone to be happy with who they are and be positive and yeah, just make the world a better place by finding your purpose and being who you need to be, because that's what it is. Like finding your purpose is being authentic, is being you. So if we're all who we need to be and we're authentic and being ourselves, the world's going to be a better place and shit. So that's how I feel my purpose is, like speaking on here and letting people hear me talk about all this stuff can change someone's lives, and that's going to make them fulfill their purpose. So that's why we're here. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Free falling like I'm skydiving, teacher and student, 2 worlds colliding. I love music, I don't abuse it. Take your crafts and you infuse them. Say you're normal, that's kinda weird. In deep thought, stroking my beard. Head of the table, saying my cheers. Ended up grateful for all the tears. Ready to grind for years. Been loving what's in the mirror. Ready to grind for years. dancing